This is annoying. Hey Liz, how y'all doing today? I done broke another one of these things. This is crazy. Let's try this thing. I don't like this one now. How y'all doing today? I'm gonna lay y'all down for a second. Can y'all tap the screen, share the live out for me, please? Oh, you want to come up and say something? What you mean? What you saying, Liz? Thank y'all for tapping the screen. I appreciate y'all. How everybody day been? I'm trying to fix this daggone stand. Hopefully I can. Nope, I gotta put this one back on. Oh yeah, they definitely do. But their ego is fragile as hell. Your whole existence based on a lie is crazy. A robbery. Who out here robbing people? You know the rate of robbery is down? You bulletproof? What are you talking about? That's crazy. You sound crazy. Y'all just be saying anything. Alright, y'all. I had my stand and it broke on me. Who's weak, Ryan? Let us know. Can y'all share the live out, please? Thank you very much. What is up with that? Why do men keep saying stuff like that? Oh, like if somebody come and I'm gonna be a superhero or something. Like y'all be getting your ass whipped. Thank you, Lex. Like I just saw a man get knocked out online. What are y'all talking about? Like, who told you that? Who told you was gonna save somebody? You can't even save yourself. What is wrong with y'all? Now there's some people like breaking into houses and stuff. Y'all crazy. I don't know who you are, the Emperor, but you look like a troll. You want to come troll? You ain't had nothing better to do to come troll me? That's crazy, Emperor. Why you in the queue? Troll something early. Yeah. See what kind of troll you are.
So, can you explain how women are the real leaders when they can't even lift their own body weight? You know, they can't even pull their own weight. What they're leading.
What? They can't pull their own weight.
They can't even lift their own weight. They can't even lift themselves up. They can't even lift up another woman, much less themselves. What they leading? They can't pull their own body weight.
You think women really weak, huh?
That's just facts.
But what you had to say about what I was saying, like a lot of men be talking about like y'all gonna save the day, but y'all be getting your ass worked.
I wasn't listening. You're a woman.
Poor little Tank. You need this so bad, don't you?
Oh yeah.
I say y'all ego fragile as hell. Like you're not even a good troll.
Oh,
like you could do better than that.
I'm so sorry I have not trolled you sufficiently. I mean, just do it. If you want to prove me wrong, get some weight and deadlift it. Prove to me that you can lift your own body weight and that you are not dead weight.
Hold on, you asked about a leader. Sound like you talking about soldiers. Soldiers don't lead shit. So what are you talking about?
What are you talking about? What you talking about, Willis?
This is sad. How y'all
Soldiers don't lead. What you talking about?
This is sad.
I know, because what you saying don't make sense.
I can't, y'all. I can't. Like, send better trolls. Like, what is that? That was a mess. That was a hot mess. He was dead serious. That's the problem. Yeah. It is going live. Boy, can't you get on good trolls? Like, the ops is giving remedial. Like, what's going on? This is why we've been talking to each other for the past couple weeks. What are y'all doing? So yeah, anyways, before he got his little panties in a bunch. Hey Mia. Women are the real leaders, protectors, and providers. Like, y'all just be saying it. Like, y'all literally, like, delusional as hell. Like, hella delusional. It's embarrassing, low key. So yeah, we need men to stop appropriating women's culture. Like, that needs to come to an end, like, today, right away. We sick of it. And it's so weird how, like, men say, well, we protect you from, the guy we said protecting somebody try to break in or something. Like, sirs, most of y'all can't even fight. Hey, like, a lot of y'all can't fight. Like, y'all be getting knocked out. So thank you for the meerkat. So it's like really, who you about to protect? Y'all scared of each other, and we already, like, I feel like it's the same talking points, but y'all already know the deal. Like, the only ones y'all protecting from is other men. Like, what does that say? That's ridiculous. But yeah, how y'all doing on this Saturday? Where everybody was at? I was only trying to do my Discord, y'all. I'm trying to get it together. Hey, Lady Q. Hey, can you put some water in this for me? Please. Thank you. Yeah, I'm trying to get my Discord together, y'all. I'm proud of myself. And I was like, let me get on live real quick. Thank you for the pin. I appreciate you. What's up, Mia?
Hey everybody.
How you doing?
I'm driving, so I can't respond to the comments. But hey everybody.
That was not true. But go ahead.
Oh no, yeah, I'm tripping. I'm driving these niggas crazy. What is y'all talking about? I'm driving these niggas crazy every chance I get. But hey everybody. Twin, hey Lady Q, everybody. Chanel, hey Chanel. I couldn't see the prompts, so I was like, let me be up here. Hey Dark Horse. Let me be up here. Huh?
Let me read it to you.
I can see it now. Oh, I'm saying in the comments it was too you know how it was too wide.
Yeah, it's always like that. I used to make a second one before I make it big, but I don't do that no more.
But so let me just start with the prompt first, and then we can get back to whatever. But I agree, and it's so funny because I had this conversation in class, because that's what men always are saying, is that they are these providers and protectors, but in reality, what you saying?
No, you good.
Excuse me. In reality, women are the protectors, especially when you think of like the little small things we could talk about. But there's been situations where women have stood in front of something for their child. I think I seen a video the other day, and it was this woman who was holding, it was a bear that was coming, that came from out the woods. I don't know if they was at a resort, not a resort, but in a cabin or wherever. And like, she stood, she protected her baby. There's been situations where, a woman has reacted swiftly, because like without her even seeing it, she just senses that something happening. Right when she turns to see the child, she stop something from falling on the child's head. It was what was that? Oh, it was. I know y'all don't watch reality TV, whatever, but Married to Medicine. It was a Dr. Contessa. Like her daughter was eating, and like the way she jumped. She is a doctor, but the way she jumped in, her daughter was choking on a piece of meat or something, and she just jumped in immediately in the help the baby. And those are like the big things, right? But then there's other things like just looking at your child and being able to tell that exactly what they need. Like, oh, you need to, lay down, let me fix you some soup. Or, oh, I'm gonna make you a doctor's appointment because I think you're getting a earache again. I can tell about the way you're looking. Like, I can go on and on and on, right? It's so many situations where the woman or the mother or the quote unquote patriarch, let the 30 right around, has protected the family, the children, just by those few things that I'm naming, right? And of course, when it comes to providers, we already know, especially with Black women. Black women have always had to work and provide monetarily, but even if you think of provision being in nurturing and emotions, because now they changing that up. Women have been the ones who provided that care and love and emotion for the family as well. So yeah, I think men say those words just to be saying them.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love how you broke that down, like in every category, and look how fluently it comes out. And I think like it's about time men need to accept that when they start putting those labels on themselves, they just saying some shit they actually heard. It's not actually based on anything. Like when they come and say, "Oh, we're the protectors," but you're protecting women from other men, right? Not to forget, a lot of these men be getting their ass whipped. Thank you for the Meerkat. Right. When it comes to providers, you only will provide for somebody who you can be over top of. You're not actually providing. What you're doing is trying to control somebody. Right. When it comes to what's up with leadership, a lot of them don't even know what leadership is. They think being a leader is just being the one in charge and telling people what to do. They don't understand that a leader is someone who takes initiative, sees something that needs to be done, and they get it done by any means. For example, I was talking to this guy, thank you, Lynn, talking to this guy the other day, he thought he was the exceptional man because he the sole provider of his children. But like, how many women are the sole single mothers that we have out here, and y'all want to drag them through the mud? Like, what you saying is not even making sense. It's like the delusional is crazy. Thank y'all for the Meerkat.
And it's not, and it's even with the like, and it's even with the aunties, the grandmothers. It ain't even just the mother or the wife. You know what I'm saying? Like it be all the women. Sometimes it even be like the neighbors. Like you could just like the way women are able to nurture and care and protect and provide within the community is like, I mean, the list just goes on and on. Like I'm not struggling to think of things. I'm just struggling to like condense the list to say it because it's so much. Like every time I think of something, my brain goes to something else, right? Because it's like it's so many different ways where we are doing these things. And I think protection is like health is wealth, right? We hear that term, right? Mm-hmm. A woman's ability to be able to sense that something is going on with the child or the husband or the lady that lived next door who is a little bit older and tap right in to help. That's protection. But they only think of protection in like you said, in this brute way, and then they get their ass beat. The craziest thing is you hitting your chest and then you get knocked out in 5 seconds. But that's the only thing that they think of with their scary asses and simple-minded asses. But yeah, like
you can't forget when they do it, they're not actually protecting. It's because again, it's the ego. Oh, I gotta prove that I'm the more masculine person. You're not actually trying to protect nobody. A lot of times when the men step in, it's not even about protecting a woman at that point. It's about the fact that you just want to prove that you're the better man or something like that. But hold up, I want to make sure Jamal can get in. What's up, Jamal?
Hey, good afternoon. How's it going?
It's going good.
Glad to hear. I'm just here to observe. I mean, I hear women speaking, and I'm curious. This TikTok stuff is kind of interesting to me. Just trying to
You don't want to
get
add
other people's
anything to the
opinion.
conversation? So the
Well,
way it works is we all,
I'm not really a woman.
no, it's not only for women. It's just the fact that like everybody adds their perspective to the conversation.
Oh, okay. Well, I personally believe in today's time, women, men, or the 72 other genders is gonna be exactly what they say that they are, because it's so hard to, not saying persuade or tell a person what they not. It's kind of like a headache. So I kind of get on TikTok to just kind of listen and see how people feel. So,
Are you a man?
of course.
I mean,
Um,
I'm just asking.
yeah, I'm
Um,
from the 1980. I'm from 1989, so I'm from that era of you kind of whatever you look like. That's kind of what you wear. So I don't know. I don't want to offend, or I don't know these TikTok
no,
little rules and
I don't
stuff.
think that's not always a thing, but it's fine. Um,
Yeah.
so my question for you, what do you feel about for yourself? Do you ascribe to the idea that you're a leader, protector, and a provider by default?
Uh, absolutely. I
How
kind of
so?
well, I kind of got a daughter, so I'm kind of raising her up the right way. I got a woman who chose to let me lead. Not saying I took the charge because she didn't have to. We kind of started dating and she decided to move in and become one. So I kind of know how to get to a place, know where I'm going, and I know the steps to take to get there. And I think that's kind of what a lot of people is lacking. Not saying men or women are making it a sexist thing. I think when people think of, like you say, taking charge and real leaders, most of them can say, oh, this is where we want to go, but can they
Hold
show the
up, hold
steps?
up. I want to ask you a question. So, first of all,
Yeah.
you said the woman you're with, she let you leave, right?
Well, she chose to, yes, it was her decision.
Yeah, so you had to get permission from her in order to do that.
No, not at all. No, I didn't get no permission. If she didn't want to date me, then I just told her what I bring to the table. Because kind of in my era, when I'm dating somebody, we kind of explain what we're going to be talking for. It's not just for a lustful, sexual type of relationship, or I would just stay
So
single.
I got it. So when you say that she allowed you to be the leader, what do you do? What does that mean now?
Well, she told me she was tired of doing everything and making all the decisions in her life. And if she wanted to find a guy, this is her opinion, not mine, that could kind of take some of that pressure off. So I told her, me and her is from the same era. So she didn't mind me doing the old fashioned. I'm from the South, so old fashionedly, the man kind of steps up and
Yeah, but see,
we,
hold up because
yeah,
I'm really confused, and I want you to help me clarify because maybe it's
I
something I'm
got
not
you.
doing.
I
So
got you.
my whole point is saying that how like there's a delusion amongst men to think that they're actually being leaders, right? When like a leader by
Yeah.
default. Hold up, I
Mhm.
didn't get to the question yet. So when
Okay.
you said she lets you lead, and it sounds like she's delegating tasks to you, how is she not the leader? Because like if I work at a company, y'all like to use companies examples. I'm gonna use a company, and I'm the boss, right? And there's certain tasks I don't want to do because I'm tired of having to do everything. And then I find one of my workers and I say, okay, now this is what your responsibility is going to be, right? Or like there won't be a relationship here, right? You'll lose your job, whatever. So like it sounds like she's the leader, even in the example you just gave.
Okay, well, the way you put it like that, it would definitely sound like that. But
But
see,
that's the way
no,
it
I'm gonna
sounds.
tell
It's
you,
not the way I put
no,
it.
no, it definitely sounds that way the way I introduced the situation. But see, the part that I left out is if I didn't kind of want to take that road, it's not like she forced me. It's like something we came to an agreement, and I was very single. So when I say that I'm one of those old-fashioned guys, so if I'm courting or dating somebody, I'm not going to just
So
lay down the law and be
so
like,
hold up. So
this is,
hold
yeah,
up.
yeah,
All
come
right.
on, let it
So
out.
after you became this leader, right? When you became the leader, what changed for her? What does she have to do now?
That's something I've been asking her because we going through anniversary, so we actually talk like we have at least 4 discussions a month, once a week to kind of seeing where we at. And she was telling me that lately she's had a lot of relief, and she's never experienced that in her life.
See,
Now,
that's what I'm saying, and that's the point I'm trying to make. So she hired you, she delegated tasks to you, right? And now she has less relief. She doesn't have to do anything. It's not like, oh, you've been allowed to be leader now, and now she has all these other responsibilities. She literally has less responsibilities. That's what I'm saying. Like you just took on tasks. She delegated tasks to you.
but do you know what my task was? What did I exactly? I didn't actually do anything in her life.
I don't know what
I
the
didn't
task
do
is.
anything. I kind of hugged her and give her kisses because she never received. Like, I live on the West Coast. I don't know where you live at, but kind of where I live at, a lot of these women don't really experience.
Where do you
like
live, sir?
I live in Las Vegas, to be honest. You can come and it's probably heard about it.
So hold up. So now your job is to provide consistent affection.
Well,
On
kind of like a
demand.
hug and kisses,
Yeah, on
hugs and
demand.
kisses.
Again.
Yeah,
So
I like that.
It's
Yeah.
low key giving SW, but you're doing what you got to do to be in that relationship. He's still delegating the task to you, sir.
Okay,
know
well,
why
you
you
know
have
what?
no time
I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with my girl wanting kisses and hugs. If you feel, in your opinion, she delegated a task to give her a kiss and a hug, I will take every task from everyone.
No, you didn't say. Hold up. You didn't say you were already
let it out.
doing it. Hold up, real quick. You didn't say this was something you was already doing, and we had a discussion about. You literally said she allows you to be a leader, and these are certain things that she wanted you to do. You even want to emphasize what are the things that I was supposed to do after this, and you were saying hugs and kisses. Literally, she
Yeah.
delegated it to you.
Yeah, and before I was with her, I was hugging and kissing a lot of women before her, and they delegated that too.
So, yeah, that's what you.
I'll
That's
take that.
the same thing. So if you had came from a job. The first
Yeah,
thing you
I'm
wanna
a
know,
man.
hold up, listen, because you have no hard time understanding my point. If you
I
came
don't.
from a job and you were being hired, they would say, "Let me see your resume." On your resume, they want to see if you have relevant experience. So yeah, you're saying that you have relevant experiences. So that's why she allows you to be there for that position. I don't get the confusion. Hold up,
You
real
right.
quick. What's up?
You
Hold up,
right.
real quick. What's up, Lynn?
I just came up here to clock some tea. This man Jamar is not giving what he think he's giving, and I don't think that he knows what a leader is. He don't know what a protector is, and he don't know what a provider is.
I kind of never stated none of those things. I just stated I'm here for hugs and kisses.
That's not.
You're
hold up,
here
But
for-
she can't insult us without being. She's lying. I
Pause.
can't let her
say
lie.
something?
Whoa,
No,
whoa,
you can't say
whoa.
nothing. I'm
Chill
talking.
out. But hold up, and Jetta's or whatever, you want to get dropped because you keep coming off mute. You ain't been introduced in the conversation yet. Mute up. We got you.
Say
Though.
something.
No, I'm saying mute up. We got you because somebody already muted your mic. Somebody literally muted your mic. Like, don't cut people off. That's not leadership. That's not a leadership quality to want to outshine other people.
She
The
lied.
one muting me. How's that leader?
I'm at to disconnect you. Unfortunately, I was happy that you was here. Go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, I don't see how a man who can barely afford to live is a leader. You cannot afford to even lead anybody to home ownership, out of generational poverty. You're leading a woman to poverty by giving them hugs and kisses. Like, I don't know what type of women you thought you ran up upon on this app, but sir, you wouldn't be able to even talk to any of us in real life. I know where Vegas is. I'm from Los Angeles. Las Vegas is a place where all the people who can't afford LA move to, and it's mainly a group of people who live in extreme poverty. They have terrible school systems, so you can't even lead your children to better education. And they don't have good jobs in Las Vegas. So you're a security guard in Las Vegas, sir. I doubt that you're leading anybody to anywhere besides to the food stamp or welfare office. You're providing hugs and kisses and you're about to hit 40. Like, that is what's wrong with the community, please. You really, really, really need to grow the fuck up. Like, instead of being on TikTok, y'all really need to find better ways to enhance your masculinity and do the things that you said you're going to do. How are you going to lead somebody? Like, it's like the blind leading the blind. You're like that's insane. Go get a trade. Go get, at the very least, get a trade. Get educated, because that's fucking ridiculous. Like, y'all need to do better. I'm leading her with hugs and kisses. You're about to be 40. You too fucking old, okay?
Y'all, can y'all make sure y'all do the poll? We got like 1 minute left on the poll. Tap the screen and share out the live. I appreciate y'all. What's up, Sin?
Is that a moment for me
What
to
up, Jamal?
respond?
We'll come back to you. Jamal,
Okay,
you
because
good.
you just
good.
gonna let her get her stuff off
You
and I can't
good.
talk?
You hold up.
Okay,
Don't.
yeah.
That's
Because
cool.
I just want to say this. She doesn't know my finances. My credit score is
That's
800.
fine.
I live in a
Hold
beautiful
up,
house.
Jamal.
Beautiful house.
Jamal.
Security
Hold
guard
up,
in
y'all.
Las
Hold up,
Vegas.
y'all. Hold up. Jamal, I'm going to let you give your resume, sir. You've been giving your resume the whole time. Let everybody get introduced to the conversation, all right? Mute up real
Not
quick.
that credit score, though.
Hold up. No, sir. Mute up real quick. Go ahead, Sam.
Excuse me. Hey, what's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. Do I answer the prompt before we get back in everything so you'll know? Or is that
I'm
what
just
we're
trying to
doing?
get y'all. I'm just trying to get y'all introduced real quick so we can keep the
Oh,
conversation
okay.
going.
Okay.
All right. So the poll was: is Jamal a leader? 5% said yes. Just so y'all know, that 5% was the other man in the that was interested, and the one who couldn't stay on mute. 95% said no. You've not been deemed a leader by the group. What's up, Jordan's mom? We can't hear you if you muted. All right, Jamal, go ahead and respond, sir.
Oh, okay. I didn't know. I was giving y'all some time. I let her get her stuff off. But
No,
first,
you didn't. I told you to mute up. You didn't let her do anything.
I would. Okay. Well, do she need to say some more? I'll let her
No,
get it
no,
off if that's what she need to do.
You're not letting nobody do anything. I told you to mute up.
So, do you want me to mute up now? I'm listening.
I'm giving you a
trying to
chance
figure
to
this
speak.
out.
I'll
okay.
reclaim my
All
time.
right.
That's
So,
what I do.
speak.
I'll reclaim my time. Hold on, Mr. What is your name, Mr. Jamal? I'll reclaim my
let her
time,
out.
sir, respectfully.
Well, let it out.
Respectfully.
I got time.
You can put yourself on mute.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let it out.
Thank you. See, sorry, I apologize. I was getting a drink because I already know I need it. Listen. We talk about this all the time, Tara. We talk about the people who join our conversation and who are clearly unqualified to have such conversations. We talk about the fact that women like ourselves, these men would never have access to us without this digital application. We talk about this all the time. You have a man speaking about having a conversation and making a contribution to the conversation as if it's getting your rocks off. They are disgusting, even in the way that they try to carve out space in the conversation for themselves. They're unqualified to talk to us, unprepared to talk about anything serious. Somebody mentioned when I was in the comment section that here comes the circle jerking. It's the same thing all the time. It is. We talked about this yesterday. It is really about smoke and mirrors. For eons, people have been telling us that men are logical and that women are emotional. And the truth of the matter is, we find that to be a total fraud. Women, despite whatever their emotions are, we are capable of compartmentalizing. That allows us to solve stressful situations, to resolve issues, to think critically, and then go back to take care of and unpack our emotions. These men, it sets them off that in a conversation, a woman makes a point that's more salient than theirs. It sets them off that a woman uses a word that they can't pronounce or understand. It sets them off that we unify in our repulsion of them. It sets him off that he cannot argue the case on the same level as her. So it becomes about yelling. It becomes about lack of impulse control. It becomes about interrupting her. It is like talking to goddamn toddlers. You're gonna let her do something. We're goddamn grown. You don't let us do anything. You're lucky we let you talk to us. You're lucky we let you in this box. You're nobody over here. Let us be very clear. Now that I've gotten that off my chest, you can go, sir.
Hold up real quick, y'all. It's like 20 seconds left on the poll. Make sure y'all do the poll. Go ahead, Jamal. You can respond.
Well, sounds like she has a lot to get off her chest. But nah, on some all serious stuff, TikTok is a very entertainment app. No words could ever affect me, seriously. But, so I say the comments, he's in his feelings and all that. I'm getting paid to talk to y'all at the moment.
Are you gonna respond?
No, I'm gonna tell her.
Hold on.
Well, you can let it out too.
Hold
Come on,
on.
I got time. I get paid for this. Let it out.
Don't get paid for this. You're a security guard, sir.
So
Please.
the question was, does Jamal have comprehension skills? 7%. One person looked like the same person keeps saying yes. Everybody said absolutely not. So 93% said absolutely not. Just saying. But you being a little condescending, so let's move on. What's up, Jettis? What's going on?
Yeah, so I just got one thing to say. It says women are the real leaders, protectors, and providers.
Mm-hmm.
Well, why are the majority of women unaliving all the babies?
Yeah, you don't know what you're talking about. That's a weird.
No answer. I want to hear it.
Well,
I would love to hear it.
it's
How
for
is
the
that
same
protecting?
for the same
How is that
reason
leading?
men.
How is that providing?
Jed, I'm giving you your answer. For the same reason men make up 90% of the crimes in the world.
No, I didn't say anything about men.
Yeah, that's what I said. For the
women-
same reason, men make up 90% of the crimes in the world, and y'all call yourselves protectors and providers.
Y'all,
So when men
you're
stop,
leading by-
when men, hold, y'all are the most violent motherfuckers on earth, and then you gonna get your ass up here and try to say that.
We're not the
And,
one
and
on-
here's the
unaliving
thing,
babies
and here's
and
the
we're
thing,
violent?
Jetta. Here's the funny
No,
part.
no, no,
All
no, no, no,
those,
no.
all
That
those
ain't gonna
babies
fly.
you say
That
we
ain't gonna
unaliving,
fly.
you know that there are men paying for it. Men pay for that. A lot of men pay for that stuff. The baby daddy.
Explain.
Shit, dude. I'll tell you that right now.
Yo, no, you're
have a
sick.
baby?
You're sick.
Hold on.
Yes, that's what he's talking about.
Baby, and you wanna justify that? Nah.
Everybody
What?
mute
Hell
up.
no.
There's too many people speaking at once. You gotta mute up. It's too much.
So
Y'all
let us be very clear, sir. When you talk about,
getting to loud goal.
sir, when you talk about the unaliving of infants, let us be very clear. We have laws that govern certain things because men think that laws are necessary for these things. I personally would be an advocate for laws that say you all shouldn't be able to circle jerk. You know what I'm saying? Your next generation away every single day. That's what I think. I think that is the equivalent.
I think you're not
Because
answering
if
the-
you're unaliving your offspring and you're diminishing the quality of the
You
children
all
you
want to
make.
deflect.
Again, you're unaliving your offspring and you're diminishing the quality of the babies that you do make because you circle jerk all day, every day with your friends for sport. It is not a toy. Get your finger out of your underwear and find yourself something constructive to do, sir.
So Randy, I see your hand, but Liz was up here first. Go ahead, Liz.
Yeah, hi. I just wanted to respond to the prompt. I know, well, for one thing, that abortion argument is absolutely wild. Like, what? What? But yeah, like, I mean, is that the best like retort that men can come up with for this? Like, that's real. I mean, I don't know. I think that is proof in and of itself of the prompt being true. But so the way you know that men are not the real leaders, protectors, and have you ever gone on a vacation that was planned by a man? Because don't. It's a life-threatening situation because they won't plan anything. And if they do, it will be completely half-assed. Like, it will be like, a walk for 4 hours with no water or no provisions, or like nothing is planned. Nothing is like, and this isn't like difficult. This is like basic logistics. And I'm telling you, I have never come across a man in all of my 35 years that can even come close to adequately planning one.
Mm-hmm.
There's a video on this app.
Hold up, real quick. Hold up. It's Vanity's turn. Go ahead, Vanity.
I'm sorry, Vanity.
Okay, just wanted to answer, I know who asked the abortion do. Just answer the question right quick. It's because y'all are the fathers, and it would be foolish to allow that spawn to continue forward on this planet. And so the best bet is actually just to do away with it. So the answer to that is because somebody sitting here is like, should that bloodline continue on? I think the fuck not. And then that's that for that. So I hope that answers your question.
So you agree that you agree that women and children need their father and men?
No, that's not what I said at all.
Because if you don't need men, I mean, if we're no good, what do you need us for?
Sorry, nobody. What are you talking about? That's not the conversation. Are you okay?
Nah, his girlfriend must have just left him because he came up here hot.
Hey, can you mute up, please, then? Because
No, you don't get to do that.
none of you women have still answered my question. If women are a leader,
Vanity just answered your question.
Can you mute up, please?
No.
So I'll answer your question.
Protectors and providers. Why are you unaliving the children?
Vanity answered.
Hold on, son. I'm gonna mute you. If you want to mute yourself again, I'll just drop you. You're doing too much. I'm gonna go back up to the top. What's up, Mia? You want to say something?
You can skip me real quick.
All right, go ahead, Lynn.
Yeah, I don't know. Women are unaliving the babies. If you're talking about shmishmorshin, because most of you are unfit and incapable of being fathers, and nobody wants to raise kids with you. You are talking to women who are actually very much so pro-choice. So you think you're making a dig at us, and we actually don't give a fuck. I advocate for fetus deletus. I advocate for flush that shit. I advocate for get rid of it if you have to. I don't give a fuck what the situation is. You're never gonna shame me about shmishmorshin because I don't give a fuck. Get rid of that child ASAP. Do not do that to yourself, ma'am. So women are smart. That's why they're getting rid of children that are going to hinder them. They're trying to escape poverty, sir.
And let's also remember it's not even children. You talk about a lump of cells. A fetus is not a child, but go ahead.
Can I say something? Yeah, can I say something? This is also exactly the reason why whatever god or goddess is up there, they decided to give women the power to bring the choice and power to bring life into this world, because men obviously don't understand. If the environment you live in is not conducive to bringing in life, new life isn't brought into that environment. That's on all spectrums. I don't care if I don't care if it's the animal kingdom or a damn bacteria or something like that. When the environment isn't conducive, you don't do it. And for years, the environment has not been conducive for women to bring kids into this world. And the ones that do are struggling. I mean, it is like the first class ticket to poverty. Daycare is the cost of rent. Now, men want to go and throw it up in your face. Y'all are doing this to the babies. But then when you say, well, cut out some of that capitalism and make it cheaper to have kids, then they'll say, well, personal responsibility. So at the end of the day, fuck them and fuck them kids. Do what's best for you.
Go ahead. Jamal, did you want to say something?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I mean, I didn't know how much I could say. I know y'all like to control the panel, so I'm just here for entertainment. I told you.
Why are you being passive aggressive? Like, that's not a sign. Like
passive. Oh, well, I'm let it out. Let it out. Come on.
I literally just gave you the mic and you being passive aggressive.
I am? Okay. Well, I mean, this room sounds very, very mean. I don't know what I can say freely without y'all getting upset.
Who's being mean? Who's being
The
mean?
whole tone, everybody's tone. So I believe cursing is a sign of anger. I don't curse.
Oh, because you don't
What
curse.
is it?
No, I
Well,
don't.
Jamal, I feel like passive aggressive and whiny is a sign of pussy.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
that's your opinion. That's your opinion. I can't take it from
Well,
you.
right,
I'm
and just
sorry.
like we can't take away yours. Passive
glad-
aggressive
I'm thank
and
you.
whininess is a sign of pussy. What y'all
I'm-
smell?
That's okay.
What y'all smell? Anybody
Tell
smell
them what
something?
they smell.
What you
Tell
smell?
them.
They smell pussy. That's what they smell.
Hold up,
All
y'all.
right. Yeah, let them out. Let it out.
Sir, give me a favor.
I'm listening. I'm listening.
No, shh. I'm talking to the
Oh, okay. I'll put it back on mute. Let it out.
Y'all gonna have to y'all can't be talking over each other, like, period. And I was gonna do open panel, but I'm gonna have to go around and call on people because a lot of people just hopping off the mic. Sin, I heard what you said. Lynn, I saw you on my unmute, and then I saw Vanity unmute.
Did you say me?
No,
Okay,
Lynn,
hold on. It's my turn, right? I just want to say, like, I know Jamar is excited, in the words of my twin, because he's smarter than the fifth grader. But Jamar, you're not smarter than us. Like I said previously, we can hear the condescending nature in your voice. We can hear the passive aggressive tone. We understand what you are trying to do. One, we don't give a fuck. Two, you're weird and you sound very stupid. I don't go places where I don't want to be, where I disagree. I just don't do that. For you to be sitting up here, let it out, like we see it. It's very weird. You're not
yeah,
what you
no
think.
Wi-Fi.
You're breaking up, Lynn.
Yeah, you breaking up. Go ahead, Vanity.
I just came off to tell everybody to be quiet because I know they hear you, because even with my bad ears, I hear you. And so they need to start speaking over you. Secondly, the only reason why Jamal was up here is because it's a kink. You all need to decide how far you all want to go in helping him reach his end. Okay, that's it.
I'm about to start dropping people. I just think it's interesting because when he came up here, he framed it as his girlfriend let him lead. The word "let" right there. You're the leader, but you need a permission to be the leader. That's not how leadership works. That right there, so you're not a leader. But also, it's like it seems like you suck as a boyfriend because like your girlfriend literally had to tell you, "Hey, show me affection," and you like, "Oh, I'm doing this now." That's because she let me be the leader. When like you just wasn't showing affection to your girlfriend. Like something's wrong with that. Like you falling short of showing your partner some type of like intimacy or whatever, and you think your thing is like, oh yeah, she sees me as a leader now. No, she sees you as incompetent. That she shouldn't have to tell you what to do and how to show her that you care about her. That's just so crazy. That's why I say it's delusional. Like y'all just say labels and you appropriating women's culture essentially because like Mia went off on a whole list. And then y'all say stuff like, oh, me individually, you don't even talk as a group unless y'all talking about some violence or something. It's given like something wrong with your brain or something. I don't understand.
So if I could right here, I wanted to say that, well, I have a question first. You don't have to answer them, just this is just me talking out loud. So I'm just so curious if he carries a flashlight, because I don't think that he has escalated to the point where they would trust him with a weapon. That's my first question. My second question would be the fact that that's all you aspire to be, somebody who guards the valuables of others. And you think that that qualifies you to be a leader. You think you earn enough money to purchase a home and to build a future. I'm just asking my questions out loud. The next thing I would say is it not, a viable option that you should take all this free time you have while you're sitting there watching somebody else's property? Make out your plan. Make a business plan. Make a plan for your life. I don't know, take a college course or two. Take a course in security. I mean, you have a head start in the field. Do something to improve your situation, sir, instead of using your idle time to argue with women who do not care about your opinion.
Go ahead, Jamal. You respond.
I can respond. Okay. I mean, I told you in the beginning, I'm here for entertainment purposes.
Jamal, forget it, Jamal.
Oh, okay, entertainment purposes. Y'all falling for it. Let it out.
No, that's it,
Okay.
Jamal.
Okay.
But you gotta keep being condescending. Mia, you want to say something?
I think that, I mean, this exchange has been proof about how just fragile maleness is, and just how little men think of themselves, that they are coming up here, they can't even they can't argue the topic, they can't add to the topic.
It's for entertainment. I'm not going to argue.
Sir, don't interrupt me because I ain't said nothing. Because
Keep the show going up, Clown.
I told you that ego is fragile.
Now, you done been on mute.
Y'all gonna have to kick me out of here because I'm enjoying y'all arguments.
Nobody worried
Let it
about
out.
kicking your security
Let it
guard
out.
ass
I
outta
know y'all
here.
care about
With
people's
your broke
opinions, but
ass.
just drop.
I thought the security guard's supposed to do the kicking out. Get that backwards.
Exactly. But he used to
Don't
being
let me
kicked out of
control
places.
y'all emotions.
We're controlling your
Control y'all
emotions. We're controlling your emotions because you can't. Every time you have an opportunity to open up your cocksuckers, you don't. You don't say
I'm talking
anything. There's
about me and
nothing
I'm having
coming out of
fun.
them. There's nothing coming out of them. But as soon as somebody says something that really hurts your feelings, then all of a sudden you're trying to reverse psychology this situation. You're the one who's letting your emotions get the best of you. Because grown
My tone
men
never
know
changed.
how to wait their turn. Grown men know how to wait their turn, and grown men will be able to articulate their thoughts when spoken to. But you can't do either one of those things. Then another thing that proves that you
It's
on this
entertainment.
kid, you're on this kid app as
Host
well.
just
And
dropped.
another thing that
I'm
shows
telling you.
how unhinged you are is you're trying to explain to us that you have an 800 credit score. What grown man who has all of these things going for themselves would get on a child's app and try to explain what their credit score is? Because his credit score ain't 800. He was clocked on being a security guard. He don't got no money, and he's never been a leader. He don't know what that looks like, and his girlfriend is probably running him around like crazy, and that's why he thought he was gonna come up here and check us and get his rocks off, as I think he said or somebody else said earlier. But nonetheless, this is what they do, and they try to get you to engage with that low vibration shit that they be doing, and when it doesn't work, they crash out. As we just seen, they're gonna crash out every time. I just think that if y'all were such leaders and it was so natural for you to lead, you will be able to have this conversation if you don't agree. But most importantly, you will be able to understand and appreciate this conversation, because if you had leadership skills and you were a provider and a protector, you would appreciate anyone who stepped into that role, regardless of the gender. But y'all don't know what that's like. Y'all don't understand it. Y'all just cosplay it. And that's why y'all are upset.
Can I say something?
Yeah, go ahead.
Mia, I really did love the way you used cocksucker. So that's all I wanted to say for right now. I'm gonna use that, by the way.
It's my next favorite word.
All right, so Jettas, can you actually answer the question? Thank you for the meerkat. Instead of like changing the topic, do you agree or disagree? Changing the topic, do you agree or disagree? You can leave out the echo and come back or something. That echo is can't deal with the echo.
But in general, women are the real protectors and providers. If you want to talk about like as a demographic, especially for our community, I do think we are. Because if you look at how we are doing in this game of life, we more of us are doing better than them. I mean, that's just the truth of it all.
And that's the part that's oh, he came back. Okay.
All right, is it echo now? No, I think you good. Go ahead. You agree?
I couldn't hear nothing. Well,
I'm gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out. You agree or disagree with the prompt?
No, I disagree.
But why do you disagree?
So what are women leading? We're leaders of what?
So if you disagree, you believe that men are leaders, protectors, and providers?
Yeah, we do all that.
So tell us how. Tell us how.
Well, we lead our families, we protect our families, and we provide for our families.
So
women don't do any of that. No, women aren't leading any man.
Slow down. How do you protect your family?
Let's say someone wants to break into the house. Guess what?
How often do you walk into your house, sir?
It could be one time. It could be once in a lifetime, and I'll protect them. Well, the woman's gonna hide in the closet. Has it happened before? In my instance?
You had somebody break into your house before?
I have, yes.
Okay. Was it a man or a woman?
It was a man.
Huh?
It was a man.
Were you home at the time?
Yeah, I was home at the time, and I protected him.
How you protect them? What happened?
Well, I'm not gonna get into the details. That's neither here nor there.
No, you
call 911.
Who have you protected anybody from?
No. You brought it up.
Yeah, and I'm saying I'm not going into details, but yes, I have protected them.
Because you don't have any details because you're lying.
I can tell you who I protected.
Why are you guys coming off of mute? Mute up.
Would that make you feel better?
Host is talking to me. Mute up.
Who are you talking to?
You.
What you first need to recognize is don't you ever raise your voice to me. Tend to your children in the background. Tend to your children in the background.
Mute up. That's being a leader. Mute up.
Hey Jay, I've protected somebody too.
Hold up, because you can't give details. Now you want to be rude. That's weird. We asked you for examples. You saying you disagree, but you can't provide the examples. So some man came into your house.
He ran. Tell the truth. He ran.
That's not personal. That's not like super personal.
Next.
Call 911 and a lady cop showed up.
There ain't no lady cops. Come on, be real. That's like
1%.
That's like 1%. That's like 1%.
That's why I say y'all delusional, because all you can do is lie. Like if this scenario happened, what you
still haven't. None of you have answered my question. Still, my initial question. If you guys are leaders, protectors, and providers, what are you doing with these? What are you doing with these children you're unaliving?
Because you're lying.
You're not leading shit. You're not protecting shit.
Well, wait.
Ain't nobody calling on a woman to protect anybody.
Tara,
you're not protecting nothing, sir. You're not protecting anything. The scenario you gave us don't even sound realistic. You're like, well, I don't want to say more. That's not like a super personal thing. The super personal is somebody being in your house. You know anybody been in your house. And when y'all talk about protection, literally, it's no community minded. Like it's just like my little ramshack on the corner of the like that. Like what does that mean for community? He's just lying. Hold on 1 second, Sam. He's just lying. You making stuff up. You lying. So that's why we saying you delusional, because y'all can't never give us a prime example of how like men are being actual leaders. Y'all say something like, oh, violence, and half y'all get your ass whooped. Like, what are you talking about?
So tell me why are women unaliving the children that they're fucking?
See, that's what I'm saying. This what I'm saying.
Shut up, Sam.
I'm gonna mute you. That's the real shut up. I'm just gonna mute you so you can't talk. Because the thing is, you want to deflect because you're lying. You lying. You can't even stand on it. You can't provide details because you're lying.
All right, you want some details? I'll give you some damn details, okay?
No, because now you've had time to think of the lie.
No, shut up.
Can I say now?
Shut up.
Based off of his own premise,
His real
based off of
shit.
his
His
own
real
premise,
shit.
he
His
said
real-
it was a man that broke into the house. Now, if it was a man that broke into the house, that means men can't be protectors and providers, because it was a man breaking into the house,
Ken, shut up.
to putting the people
Shut
in
up.
danger in the
Shut-
first place. So you really can't be the protector and provider and the predator all at the same time. And like I said before, considering that men make up more than half, like 90% of the violent crimes, it says men are the reason why we've had all these wars. I really don't think they can say they're protectors and providers. If we can't say we're protectors and providers because of AB, men can't say they're protectors and providers
Okay, can I
either.
speak?
Based off of his own premise and what he's saying for himself. Anything after that, he's just being illogical, which is not a masculine trait. And basically we're going back, being a pussy.
So right now the score is 2-0. Is there any man who can actually come up here and who disagree with the prompt and can give us an actual example? Because there's nothing leadership about this guy. He in his feeling. He want to throw little insults and stuff. This is not leadership skills. You're not protection anything. Sorry, you're in your feelings. You're emotional. For real though. I'm just going. I'm sorry, I can't do it. He gotta go. He get on my damn nerves.
Can I make a connection between the other guy?
Yeah.
And that guy literally came up here to protect Jumar, whatever his name is, Jamar or whatever. I don't know if you dropped him. Tara, did you drop him?
Yeah, I dropped him. Y'all know my face is not good.
You just ended up dropping him, okay? So this is what's funny to me. I don't know if y'all heard, but in between whoever was helping mute him while I was speaking, he was saying that, oh, y'all gonna have to drop me. I'm gonna keep on, basically he was like, y'all gonna have to drop me, y'all gonna have to drop me. The funny thing about that is that's what the men in prison do. When they are at a wit's end with themselves, they will say certain terms. Every facility is different, but they will say they will essentially say, oh, y'all about it's work call. I've heard that across the board. They'll say to the officers, oh, it's work call. And they'll do a couple things. Either they will argue with them and refuse an order, or they will use their feces to, throw on the officers, which is an automatic cell entry, or they will refuse to, or they will mainly refusing orders are doing something that they know is going to lead to the officers having to enter. And all of that is going to lead into a use of force where the officers are going to have to, physically get involved. And when they say that, there's no win in this situation. They're not going to get any results other than the use of force, right? So when he said, oh, y'all are going to have to drop me, it just reminded me of that, because that is that defeatist mindset, or that just low level mindset that one has to have instead of having a conversation, or instead of just leaving, just bowing out gracefully. You know what, this ain't for me. He wanted to be disruptive and cause us some type of irritation, or annoy us, or agitate us, attempt to agitate us in some way, because he was so out of control. And I just thought that was interesting. And that's why I'm always correlating what some of these men with that mindset, with what they do and how similar they are to a lot of the thinking of an inmate, because they are in a prison. They might not physically be in prison, but they are in prison. So I'll end there.
And that's the thing. It's y'all claim to be leaders, but you can't even hold a conversation. And Jay, you definitely should have came up here and explained yourself, but you want to stay in the comments. Cool. But it's I don't know. It's not giving leadership behavior. It's interesting. Y'all can't and this is the thing, men. Y'all can't do it. Y'all getting y'all feelings, and y'all take it really personal when women say it. For some reason, that shit really fuck with y'all. It's interesting whenever I get one man come up, very quickly another one will come up. Y'all love like the circle jerk. Y'all love to support each other. Like it's just weird. It's weird behavior. I just wanted to say that. What's up, Creed?
I think that
Hey, wow.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I think the real thing is that the prompt is true. Women are the true protectors and providers. And I think that many men are aware of this. They come in pairs because they're afraid to challenge us on their own. They know their own insufficiencies. They know their own deficiencies. They know that they don't measure up. So they feel like if they could come, with a partner, like the military tells them, like prison tells them, the buddy system, so to speak, they feel like they have a better chance against us. The sad part of it is that you're going to have to drop me. That's really, like you said, that's them crashing out because they're out of words. They are out of words. They recognize that they are overmatched, unqualified for the conversation. They're out of words. The other part is they lack the motivation to improve themselves. These same men that we had this conversation with today, 4 months from now, 6 months, or a year from now, if they come up here, it'll be the same result because they never seek to improve themselves. That's the part that frightens me. They never want to get better. They're so happy with being mediocre that it's frightening.
I swear, the whole time I've been on TikTok, I've never had a man be able to answer this question like sincerely and genuinely. Go ahead, Cree.
I'm about to say now I can't even unmute. Yeah, I definitely agree with this prompt, and I can always reflect on a lot of times where I've had to be either the leader, the protector, or the provider in my family. So when it comes to the protector, even if there is a man in that household, and we've seen this on security advertisement online when they do the commercials, whatever, where the woman hears the person break in before the man even gets up to go check the door. And that just rings so much for me because even for me being a mom, I can hear another baby cry. And they don't even have to be my baby. And nobody else can hear that child cry. But a mother's instinct to hear certain things, that's a protector. When it comes to leadership, and I forgot the guy named Jetta. He was saying something about why women, choose to delete. And that's when your leaderships come in. Because you're like, okay, what do I need to do in this situation? Am I prepared to make this decision for me? And am I capable of being a mom? That takes leadership. Whether the guy is available and ready to do those steps with you or not, you still have to be the one to make the decision overall. So that's why the woman should have that right and autonomy over her body, because she knows what's best for her and what is best for her family. And providing anything we get, we multiply. So, it's self-explanatory. So that's all I want to say. Now my baby crying. Let me go see what she wants.
That girl, how you doing?
I'm great, Sarah. How are you? I'm sorry?
You want responsive prompt?
Yeah, for sure. I do believe that women are the real leaders, protectors, and providers for multiple reasons. Not just the fact that whether it's single mothers or mothers in general, we do most of the labor and the child rearing. That's form of leadership, protection, and providing. Also, 80% of even married women work, they provide. And another thing, even within the conversation with these men coming up and talking about how if someone breaks in, they'll be protecting, it's men that are doing the break-ins. And even then, that's rare. Like, people that get their homes broken into, it usually happens during the day statistically. No one's home. And even if it didn't, it's rare. Like, y'all are not fighting people. Y'all are not supermen. Y'all aren't going on, out protecting everybody all over the place, right? You're not jumping into fights just because someone, like, it's not a thing. And even with that, women are more likely to protect someone that they don't know. The bystander effect affects men the most, statistically. And I think that's all I have to say for now.
Damn, y'all, did we scare all the men away? Because I don't see nobody want to come up here and prove this shit wrong. What's interesting?
Can I do a mod announcement real quick?
Yeah. What? Go ahead, Liz.
So there's 75 people in here. Can we please tap to 50K within the next 10 minutes? So by 6:12 Eastern time, we should be at 50K. Also, Tara has only 2 out of her 10 meerkats for her goal. If y'all could be gifting only 8 more meerkats to go. So don't forget about that, because that pushes out the live more. And also make sure that you subscribe, because Tara has some of the best stickers of anyone I've ever seen. And then you can use those. Thank you.
Thank you, Liz.
10 minutes.
Jadis, did you come up here to have a real conversation, or you wanted to crash out?
Yeah, I've been up here. I'm liking your live right now. Sorry. Keep it. I'm trying to get to the 50K.
Okay, so let's be honest. No woman is like picking a man because she can thinking about somebody breaking in and him like possibly doing something about it. Like, come on, let's be for real.
Well,
Hold up. So I'm gonna give you another chance. Okay, how are men the leader? Because I'm giving you 3 options, sir. You can say leaders, protectors, or providers. How are men any of those things, sir?
Well, I just gave you an example of protector, but
we told you about it when that was null and void because you couldn't follow through.
I did follow through. You want details? I tried to give them. And
give us another example then, because if it's true, it should be plenty of examples. Like I said, Mia came in here and gave a whole checklist of examples. So go ahead and give us another one then.
I have a real life example. I had an incident where a vehicle followed my family home. I was at the house. They called me when I came out. And they took off. They pulled into the driveway, took off. There was getting ready to be armed robbery. Could have been worse. I don't know. They saw me coming out and they took off. I mean, I don't like to talk about it, but I said it. So, provider. I mean, I've been married for 20 years. I've been the provider for 20 years. I got 2 kids, a wife. I've been that. I've done that. I'm gonna keep doing it. I mean, there's nothing else to say. Like there's never an incident where I would call my wife or any other woman that I know to protect me.
Mr. Jetta, sir. Could you speak to the conversation without it being personal? Because I get it. It's like sometimes when we're having these conversations on these platforms, and your own personal life, and you have what seems like these strangers who are attacking you, and you're like, wait a minute, I don't do that, or I definitely do that. I get it. We're human. It happens. But we're trying to have this conversation more.
General conversation.
General, thank you. Not on one specific person. When I came up here and gave to give examples, I didn't make it about me. I didn't say anything that I've done or that somebody's done for me. I just spoke in general. I spoke aunties, mothers, grandmothers, neighbors, etc. So is it possible that we can talk generally? Because do you think that a lot of men doing that?
Everyone got on my ass for not giving an example.
Yeah, an example. Okay, so again, I gave an example.
I told you it was personal, and everybody said, "Oh, he don't got shit because he doesn't want to tell his story."
But so now we're starting over, right? We hit the restart, so it's fine. We're good. We're gonna restart. So now you have the opportunity to give an example of why you believe that men are more providers and protectors and leaders than women.
All right.
So give us an example to that.
Okay, so you call the cops. What's the percentage? What probability do you have of a woman cop showing up at your house
Okay, hold on.
as opposed to a man?
Okay, so hold on. That's not the question she asked you. So let me help you.
Oh my
Give me a
God.
moment. Let me help you. So I'm gonna give you an example. That's not personal. You can Google this. There was a lady who was at a gas station, and a person attempted to carjack her car, and her toddler was in the back seat in a car seat, and the lady threw herself on top of the hood of the car and made sure that her body was across the windshield so he couldn't see. And the guy, he tried to shake her off the car. She held on to the windshield wipers. He only made it to basically to the road, and decided to bail because he couldn't see through her to drive the car and get away. So he hopped out of the car and left the car rolling. The woman had to hop off of the car, get back into the car, put the car in brake. The car rolled in traffic, all of this trying to save her baby. And once she finished, once she got the car in park and the baby was safe, she collapsed, you know what I'm saying, for fear and crying in a heap on the road. My point is this. This woman protected her baby. No weapon, no nothing. She used her own body to protect this child. No fight ensued. Nobody pulled anything. She used what she had, and she was successful. That's what we mean when we say
Okay,
women.
so
If I could finish respectfully, what we're saying is, how can you give me a similar story where a man did something for someone who protected someone better than that? Because
so
the prompt says women are the real ones. Give me something better than what I just gave you.
let me ask this question.
No.
Okay. Who is the
Answer the
main
question.
protector of this
No.
country? No.
Answer the
Not, no,
question.
no. Please, let me finish. Please.
Answer the
I'm
question.
asking you nicely to let me finish.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yeah, it's like
Who would y'all agree that is the main
hold
protector of
up.
this whole entire country? Men, women.
I'm going to be so sincere to you, Mr. Jets. If you're going to talk about who's been the main protector of this country, it's not you. It's not men. And honestly, if we're going to be 100, it's been women who have fought to ensure that everyone has rights. So that's how we protect the country versus what you're talking about. So you're weird. And don't ever cut off the host. Don't ever think you can speak over a black woman on this panel. Everybody, please, let's get Tara. Good job, you guys. Got Tara up to 50K likes. Now let's get her up to 60K likes. I'll drop down. Thanks, you guys. Keep it up.
Thanks, KGR. Hold up real quick. Jay. What's up, Jay?
What's up, Tara? I see you still doing the Lord's work.
Always and forever. Thank you. What you mean you disagreed but earlier? What you were saying?
Oh, I was actually coming up to help old boy out, man. Only 4% of firefighters are actually women. So that's one instance where you can
That's
say,
not relevant.
Hold
That's
on.
not relevant at all.
Let him go real quick. Where Jay?
I mean, if it's not relevant, that's cool. Then I was on the wrong train of thought as far as the conversation goes. But personally, I disagree because I feel like every individual should lead themselves. And in relationships, you should take turns leading. You know, you better at this, so you show me how to do it. Show me how we do this. I'm better at this, so let me show you how to do it. Like, that's very simple. So I ain't have much to say. So
Well, hold on, Jay. You don't think?
I have a question.
Hold on, real quick, Melanie. Hold on. You don't think we need leadership in a community where people are experiencing oppression and we have issues that need to be addressed? You don't think nobody needs to take the initiative to say, like, okay, let's do something about this?
Absolutely. And that's why, like I said, generally, when I go into a home, they say to do an HVAC service request, just whatever. I'm mostly seeing the women lead. Even like the married men that I know, they let their women lead. Like they allow it. Like, you run this house. That's how they go.
That's that word
If she
right
said
there. When
take
y'all say let, there's no let. There's no let. If a person's a leader, they're just leading. I don't understand why y'all keep saying that word let.
I mean, that's the way I phrase it, but if that's the way you want to phrase it, that's fine.
If anything, we
I have a question. So, hey, Mia, I'm sorry. First of all, ain't nobody letting us do shit, sir. That's number one. Number two, why did you come up here to help old boy, but when you gave your own opinion, you trying to give a raggedy ass story where you agree with us. Why did you jump up for a circle jerk with him if your view is that everybody should just kind of lead themselves? Why the fuck did you do that?
Honestly, to stabilize the conversation, it sounded like y'all was just going like.
Why would you stabilize that? That tells me that what you told us ain't true, because you came up to defend old boy. You ain't never met him. You don't know him.
Don't take defend when I said help. Don't switch my words.
Don't tell me what to do.
I just asked that you don't switch my statement up. That's all.
I ain't mixing up nothing, and I can say what I want. So I am asking, why did you feel the need to come up here and defend old boy, and then you did the complete switch up when Tara asked what your view was? That's my question.
Melanie, your background, it got a weird noise to it, just so you know.
So is it better?
I was muted. I was just interested in the intellectual conversation that's going on. In order to understand where he was coming from, you got to actually hear him out. So, cool. Maybe you ain't muted. All right. So, yeah, I was just interested in the conversation. I wanted to stabilize it, bring it to a halt, slow it down, say, make your points.
So stabilizing it was saying some bullshit about fucking firefighters that wasn't relevant?
Can I please, Melanin, can I, because honestly, this whole argument that women are 1% of firefighters or 1% of construction workers or a small percent of these male-dominated jobs does not discredit the fact that there are still women in these jobs. So it's not that women can't do it. And that doesn't defy leadership. An occupation does not defy leadership. And when it comes to households, because every example seems to be about households and husbands protecting the family because of this fake boogeyman that never shows up. That's always what men go to when they say that they're leaders, protectors, and providers. The fact of the matter is, in reality, the reason why women divorce at 70% of the rate is because they feel like their husbands are additional children, because they are the ones leading, protecting, and providing for the household, not only for their children, but for their man-child husbands as well. So when women are saying that we are the real leaders, protectors, and providers, we're not making this up. Being a leader, protector, and provider is not just simply having bronze. And I think a lot of men have that confused. They think that their bronze somehow makes them over women. You being in a male-dominated job where there's so few women has nothing to do with leadership. Being a firefighter has nothing to do with leadership. Being a cop has nothing to do with leadership. So why are we using these examples as being leaders, protectors, and providers? It doesn't make any sense. Let's be real. Like, women, they have to fend for the children. They're the ones that do the doctor's visits. They're the ones that do the schooling. They're the ones that make sure they're fed. They're the ones that will spring into action if they feel like their child is in danger. Women are also the main ones that if they see something bad happening, they're the first to step up. They're the first to help a stranger. They're not saying, oh, because you're not attracted to me, I'm not going to help you. Women spring into action when they see people in danger. That's how they're protectors. Men usually have an excuse for why they can't do it, because they're not getting something out of it. Like, our actions speak louder than just the words and the egos of men. That's what men are not understanding about this conversation. I'll land there.
I did want to just point out, as someone who's my cousin is only the second Black female firefighter, like federal firefighter in the state of Virginia. Part of the reason why there are so few women in firefighting is because of the blatant sexism and absolute horrific SA and harassment that goes on in fire departments. Like, it's so bad that literally there have been lawsuits against multiple fire stations for the amount of harassment that women undergo while they're going and pursuing this. And that's the issue. Why would you put yourself in an unsafe situation just to say, well, I'm a firefighter? No, that's stupid. And if we really want to look at leadership and how women are rarely as affected by the bystander effect, like they're not just going to stand by and do stuff. Women actively will prevent harm from happening without thought of how it might harm them. They tend to just jump in and try to stop something from happening. So yeah, I just wanted to counter that whole, only 4%, but there's a reason for that. There's also a reason why there are less female police officers. However, what they found is that female detectives do a much better job closing cases. They have a higher closure rate, and they usually arrest the correct person. So that would be the difference between male and female cops. Women are better at it, specifically as detectives. So I'm gonna land there, and now I'm really gonna drop. I'm in the comments. Keep tapping, y'all. I need my girl to get up to 60K likes. Thank you.
Thanks, KGR.
I'm gonna rephrase what I said. I wanted to assist him making his point so that he could elaborate on why he was making the point, just to understand like what he was saying. Because I was lost, honestly. I'm lost on what point he was trying to make as far as with the police department. But if that's the point that he was trying to make, here go to Alley.
So here's the thing about
Want to
that.
see a disparaging difference with men and women in the workforce that is supposed to be protecting. So here it is, and I gave it to him.
So here's the thing about that, right?
What's up?
I'm pretty sure when Obama got elected, you celebrated along with a lot of other people, right? And we have first all the time. But you wouldn't say that, YT men are better leaders because they've been the president since the beginning of the time. So that's a moot point. But my question is, why did you want to come protect him? Because I've noticed like the whole circle jerk thing. Like, why did you want to come and give him an out so bad?
I mean, if that's what you think that was, that wasn't.
If that's not what it was, tell me what it was.
I tried to. I did. I said I was trying to help him to make his point, because the point that I was catching that he was trying to make is that more men do these things that protect people than women. Okay, you want to make that point? Here's help making that point. Now that you made that point, what are you getting at? Because the prompt and what he was saying really wasn't connecting for me. So
thanks, Chad.
Because you believe it. So you believe that men are providers. So you already had that alley-oop or whatever basketball term you was using to give him, because you believe that. So you heard him trying to articulate a point and you want to help him make it, even though he a stranger, even though he's spreading harm, even though he was being harmful by pushing this narrative that women ain't worth nothing, because that's what he was implying, is that women ain't nothing, including his wife, us, everybody. You wanted to help him.
I wasn't picking that up because I'm not a woman. I wasn't picking that up.
But if he was talking about, like the example I was giving, he was talking about race, would you have came up here to help him out?
Nah,
if he was talking about essentially why YT men are better leaders than black men, would you have came up here and gave him an out?
Nah, like that's something that I would have picked up on and been disagreeing with.
And see, that's what the point we're trying to make. Like, especially when it comes to like misogyny and misogynoir, like, you know goodness well if he was saying something to harm you, you would not have came up here and gave him an out. But yet men come up here and they say things that cause harm to women, and you're like, well, let me help him get the point across so he can say what he gotta say, not even taking a second to think about what he's saying and how we're impacted by what he's saying.
Exactly. That's why I attend these spaces, so I can gain better understanding, because for me, like I said, it never registered that he was devaluing women as a whole as leaders, protectors, and providers.
But you've been in these spaces for a while, so just like you don't gotta lie. That's what bothers me, is when y'all get up here and y'all be like, oh, I'm trying to learn. The first thing I would do if I was trying to learn, and this is why women are just better at leading and providing and protecting, because a part of leadership is connecting with people, being able to connect with those that you may have to lead, right? So if you are so deep in trying to understand, right? Because you feel like it's inherent that you are a leader. So you're trying to understand the plight of women. Why wouldn't you be listening? Why in the midst of you listening to a group of women who you're saying that you're trying to understand and get understanding from, why would you be helping a man that you don't know nothing about? Like, the only thing y'all got in common is the fact that y'all both are stupid. Why would you do that?
Again, I'm enjoying the conversation. I'm enjoying the intellect. So when he is trying to make a point, and I see you failing at making that point because you don't have anything to back you. Here's something to back you so you can make your point, because I'm not understanding what you're trying to say to these people that I listen to on a regular. You know what I'm saying? So, like, for me, it was like, yo,
you lying, and if you just want to learn, you just need to be in the live and sit down and shut up if you want to learn. You don't need to be giving your opinion if you don't understand what's going on. If you really want to learn, but I know that's a lie, sir.
I mean, I'm halfway through Bell Hooks' Salvation, Black People in Love. It's my 4th book by her. I picked this up from Vanity. Other stuff like Taking Notes, stuff like little stuff that y'all part on us. Y'all part.
Okay, so you know a couple of talking points, but sir, your misogyny was showing. You might need to work on that. Your misogyny.
I'm okay with it. I apologize. I'm gonna back on down. Is that okay?
But see, that's the thing. Don't do that. Don't say, is that okay? What I like, literally what you did was harmful. You say you've been in these spaces and you're trying to pay attention, you're trying to do better, whatever, that you're reading books and everything. And we're telling you directly, you coming up here to give an out to a man who means to cause us harm was harmful, and you want to be condescending in a way you ask if that's too better. Like, you're not really like apologetic or anything. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
I'm not trying to touch
giving no, hold up, Jay. That sounds like a mask to me. Like, why would you have that tone? Like, if you generally felt like, you know what, I'm actually trying to do better, I'm in these places trying to learn something, and we tell you what that man was saying was harmful, and you came out to give him up and give him an out, and then after we explained it to you, you're just like, well, is that okay? Like what the fuck? What was that?
I'm not trying to be abrasive. So if you saying like my tone is like,
not saying if you were. That's the thing. When y'all say stuff like if, whatever, no, it's a fact. It's not if. Damn, I'm wrong. As simple as that. Just say you wrong. And don't try to like, and then when you say little stuff like, oh, is that okay the way you said it? That's something to protect your ego. That's selfish. We deal with that shit all the time. That is problematic. So if you genuinely mean what you're saying, then you can be genuine when you bow out of the conversation. You trying to drop down after being condescending ain't nothing different from what niggas be doing it all the time. Literally.
I thought I was like being like gracefully just bowing out. I am still a man, y'all, so forgive me for being a man.
Are you serious?
So he was already saying that he was leaving, and he didn't do it gracefully. So I just helped him out because he did say he was already leaving. Tara, if I overstepped, I apologize, but he did say he was already leaving, and I ain't want an outro, so my bad if I moved too fast, but yeah.
It's just weird because it's like, how Jay been in these spaces for over a year. Like, how much work do y'all need to be? How much work need to be done at this point? Like you need to fast track that shit. Like, what the fuck? That's crazy. That shit was crazy. If somebody read books and been in our spaces for as long as he has, he should know better. He should fucking know better.
And naming books and dropping names. So like, oh, I'm gonna say Vanity's name. Don't do because what you did today was real. No, just no.
And he had the same apology, because I done heard him give that same apology back in June. So I mean, it was the end of May. I forget. I don't know if it was the end of May, early part of June, whenever. But he already gave that same type of apology. He don't mean no harm. But when y'all are getting ready to exit, like, I love when people be like, this ain't no airport. Like, stop announcing your departure. Just leave. Like, that's what you're gonna do. But if you're willing to have the conversation, please stay. You know, have the conversation. We open. Yeah, we open. Mm-hmm. So just stay and have a conversation.
I just want to point out to Jay especially, you couldn't take the heat. That's weird. Like if that's how you felt and you really was taking the constructive criticism or whatever, you wouldn't have been like, all right, it's getting uncomfortable, to get out of here. That's another thing too. That running away from the conversation, that says a lot. But whatever, we used to it. What's up, Mr. Adversary? My bad. Hold up, pause real quick. Nisi and Melanie, y'all said something, but I didn't let y'all like respond to the prompt. Did y'all want to say anything directly to the prompt first?
No, I agree with it 100%. I mean, that's period. This is true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with the prompt as well, because the evidence is in reality. And one thing that like irritates me, and I mean no disrespect to nobody, but women have shown all of these qualities. You using your brawn and saying because I'm stronger and the possibility that somebody can break into the house is why I'm the leader. That's not actual leadership. That's not providing. That's not protecting. That's not actually doing the work. Doing the work is action based. Leaders make sure they do everything they can, like guiding children, raising children takes leadership. Protectors, like the woman jumping on the car, that Jordan's mom's, the story she told about that woman, that's a form of protectors. Providing, women always work and make sure that they provide, even if they have very little. A woman will starve so that her children can eat. What do we see on the opposite end? On the opposite end, we see men saying they got to get the biggest piece of chicken and we're talking when they're in the household. They got to get the biggest piece of chicken. They got to be fed first. They don't know their kids' birthdays. They don't know their ages. They don't know schools they go to. They don't know their teachers' names. They don't know if they're allergic to anything. And as far as like leadership and just all of these qualities, they show the opposite. They tell women, I'm not going to help nobody. I'm not going to risk my life if I see somebody in trouble because I got to get home to my family. I'm not going to, or I don't know you, or you're single independent. Women don't do that. Women, if they see a situation where they can help, they will help. Only men are the ones advocating for not meeting these qualities while women actually do it. So it don't matter what y'all say when y'all come up here trying to explain how men are the actual leaders, providers, and protectors when the evidence shows that women are. We see it, full stop.
And can I just say I'm tired, y'all. I've really been getting tired. I think I don't know, overstimulated or whatever. I really don't like, and there's a stronger word than don't like, but I'm just going to say don't like for now. I really don't like men as a whole. I don't like y'all. And I have so many reasons that validate my feelings. I don't like y'all as a unit. And the only man that I trust is dead, is my daddy, that I would trust. I don't like y'all as a whole. Y'all are harmful. Y'all ought to be ashamed of yourself in general. I don't like y'all. And I'll land there.
Can I speak to that or speak to the prompt?
I don't think you want to speak to me. You better leave that alone and go about your business.
I have no.
Hey, I'm on mute. I was talking. Yeah, go ahead and speak on the prompt, sir. Do you agree or disagree?
I agree.
Tell us why.
I agree that the black woman is the leader of the black neighborhoods. She is. I don't necessarily agree with the protector or the provider part, but she's definitely leading. And so, since y'all are leading, then I would like to know why the community leading. Then I would like to know.
You got mute up. Hold up before. All right. So you say you don't think protection and providing. Tell us why.
Because you're not. I mean, all you got to do is look at any predominantly black neighborhood. It's ran by black women, and most predominantly black neighborhoods are shitholes.
Do
And
you
it's
know?
because
Hold
they're
up,
not.
real quick. Hold up. Do you know what redlining is?
Yep.
All right. What's redlining? Hold up. What's redlining?
Redlining is they put black people in certain neighborhoods and white people in other neighborhoods, and that's basically it. Now what? What's that have to do with
So
today?
hold up. So you understand why the black neighborhoods, first of all, was put that way, right? All right, you're saying what's wrong with the black neighborhoods. So what do you see black women doing in neighborhoods to cause detrimental damage?
I see that they're not raising their children. I see that they're more concerned with.
Hold up, slow
You
down.
just asked me a question, so you want me to
'cause-
finish it or what?
No, I don't need you to go on a whole list. You don't see black women raising their children?
You're muted, sir.
Yes, and I was about to tell you why. It's been deteriorating for the last 40 or 50 years, and I've witnessed this from when I was young till now. The downfall of the black community.
So you just saw black women just stop taking care of their children. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, more and more every year. Y'all may physically have them, but you're not taking care of them.
Pause. So you see black fathers stepping up and raising their kids regardless if the woman's there or not?
Say that again.
Because children have two parents, right? So
Yeah.
you're saying that the women are not raising the children, so you see the men stepping up to raise the children?
No, but I'm agreeing.
No,
there is a but. There is a but.
No, but I'm trying to get clarification, sir. So you're saying because children don't have one parent,
And I'm answering you why.
No,
Okay.
go ahead. Let them talk. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Okay, I'm agreeing with you on that black men have been shit parents as well. Okay, but y'all said that black men have been shit parents. Y'all have said that y'all don't need black men. Y'all said that y'all are more educated than black men. Y'all said that y'all could do it all by yourself. So therefore, it doesn't matter if that black man was in their kid's life or not. Y'all can't have it both ways. Either A, y'all are the leaders like you got on this prompt of the black communities, and if that's the case, then you're leading your kids to shit.
Well, first of all, I'm not talking about black communities. I'm talking about period. Like period.
Yes, there
I'm
was
talking
not
about
black
period.
mentioned here.
I'm talking about
But the
period.
black wasn't mentioned here. But like, since you want to go there, sir, I'm just going to say this because we don't have to say that we don't need quote unquote black men. We have survived without black men because they're not there. We can't, there's no point in just saying flat out off the back, I don't need black men. Y'all have proven y'all aren't needed. Women
you
have
said it,
survived
though.
without y'all. No, we say it because we've survived without y'all. That's where you're not listening. You're not listening. Black women have survived without y'all. So of course they're going to say we don't need a man because we've been getting along fine without them because they're not there. That's how they became the leaders, protectors, and providers because they're doing it all on their own. What are you not comprehending?
No, I agreed with you, and I'm saying that you still proving my point.
No, we're not. Actually,
Yeah, you
Mr.
are.
Adversary. Mr. Adversary, if we're going to talk about detrimental issues within the black community and you not really understanding what redlining is also attached to the education system and the funding for that community. So those things actually are impacted by redlining. The next part we should also look at is the issue with why is it that black girls are doing so well? Why is it that black girls are doing phenomenally? Overall, the black teen mom rate has dropped so significantly that now it's a public health crisis because we're not having babies very young. The average age for the first time a black woman has a child is now 25 and a half years old. So we're looking at the actual growth within the community of black women. But what we are seeing is because of black men like you who still want to participate in this patriarchy and try to, tap dance for massa and think that you can somehow be massa's puppy. You all are actually the detriment to the community, because when Black women were up in arms fighting against the candy epidemic that hit our communities, y'all called us evil and said we were selling out Black men and letting the white tea man put y'all in jail, even though y'all were destroying the communities actively. You all literally are detrimental to everybody's economic success. Literally, Pew Research and Brookings did total studies on how detrimental Black men are to generational wealth and growth for Black women. That you all can be born in the upper class and come down to middle or lower class within a single generation due to your lack of motivation and moving forward. These are actual studies, and they weren't done by some white tea dude. They were done by Black men. So I'm trying to understand how you're blaming Black women for your shortfall and your shortcoments.
When you get done, I'll tell you.
Sitting, no.
When you get done, I'll tell
Do
you.
that. You can't blame. And if you try to say, well, that's because y'all ran off the daddies. No, that's
No,
not
I'm not.
possible.
But when you get done, I'll tell
Sir,
you.
Mr. Adversary, I keep muting you on purpose. When someone else is talking, stay your ass on mute, and your sentence don't need to start in the middle of nobody else's. Stop it. Stay on mute when other people are talking, and don't interrupt the host anymore.
So the issue is what you're trying to do is somehow alleviate all responsibility from Black men, even though you're trying to claim that Black women aren't providers and protectors, even though economically speaking, yes, we are. If we're going to go by the actual numbers, you all are actually the problem within the community, and you're fighting against us trying to find solutions. So again, I'm trying to understand why you all are saying this. And as fatherless, my parents have been married for 45 years. 44 and a half years right now. So I do have a problem with people trying to say, y'all are fatherless. No. And if we are fatherless, that's the father's fault, not the child's. So I don't understand how you can use that as an insult. It's very ridiculous. But go ahead, Mr. Adversary. Please explain to me how that is Black women's fault too.
Okay. You said, I'm agreeing with all of what you said about Black men. Most of us are shit, right? I'm agreeing with you. Okay. And I'm being serious. With most Black men, they are shit.
So, sir, hold on. If most of all, you said the word most. So if most of them aren't shit, then why are you wondering why the community looks the way it looks? If most, the word most.
I'm not wondering anything. If you stop interrupting me like you wanted me to.
This is my first time talking to somebody on the panel. This is your second, so calm down.
Cool. All right, let me finish, and then maybe you'll understand where I'm coming from. Thank you very much. You said that Black men are shit. I'm agree with that. Okay, cool. And you also said that Black girls are growing up and they're excelling, right? But the Black boys are not. But they have the same Black mother, correct? So there's a disconnect there, right? So that means that their Black mother is teaching their Black daughters what they supposed to teach them, but when it comes to their Black sons, they baby them and they don't teach the Black sons nothing. And that's why those Black sons are the way that they are. You, again, when all of y'all get done, you can't on one hand say,
hold up. So,
no, I'm not holding up. Y'all talked.
Hold up. If they're
okay, I'm out. I'm not going to deal with that bullshit.
I don't let the door hit you.
Bye. Sorry, motherfucker.
Hold up, y'all. Because the thing is about that is like, yeah, okay, you say all that, but what happens if the father was actually a healthy person, a fucking well-rounded person who actually gave a fuck about somebody and was there for his children? How would that pan out for that son who's not doing shit? Because society say that boys need role models, and the role models are some shitty ass men in the community. So that's a lot of times they trying to live up to what they think they're supposed to be doing because that's what the fuck y'all tell them. So no, we're not doing that bullshit. But of course he gonna crash.
But Tara, no, honestly, no. Like as something like I've come from a 2-parent household, and there was 5 of us. We all took different paths in life. What it is, it's self-accountability. Girls understand that what they do is their own fault, which is why women are blamed for everything, because women are the ones that are actually held accountable. Right. Men feel like they have the right to just blame their mothers and other people and every other outside source other than themselves, like as if they're not autonomous human beings that can make choices for themselves.
And did you hear
the difference is this? Just real quick, you right, Stephanie. You got him. You right. Like seriously, it's about self accountability. My mom and my dad, they have nothing to do with the choices that I make in life. Girls and women, we hold ourselves accountable for what we do. Men, on the other hand, and boys feel like they can blame everybody else for how they act and the choices they make. Oh, I did this. Like, have you ever heard of anybody going into court saying, I did that bank because my mom was single? What kind of logic is that? And you claim to be logical and leaders, you're literally proving the point that you aren't.
And
you
then
can't even lead yourself.
Didn't he mention how he was trying to paint the narrative that Black women coddle their sons, which was not necessarily a lie. But aren't you doing the same thing, sir, by blaming women instead of blaming the men? If you did say, in fact, that most men in the Black community are shit, so he chose those words, most. He said that. So you're going to say that, and then the same breath say, but the women though. But you're giving them an out, the men an out. But you just said Black women are to blame because we're calling our sons, but then raising our daughters. So you're doing the same thing, sir. Because you're not holding the man responsible.
He doesn't understand anything about the Black community and how it is shaped into, many times it's shaped into the shithole that it is on purpose. In addition to all the stuff that KGR said, we, Black folks, were not allowed to get business loans where the businesses were located in our communities. That was on purpose. Right? You know, a lot of times there was a mix of people living there. Sometimes everybody wasn't poor. The place where I grew up, it was a mix, right? So say somebody wanted to have a corner store, they would not give us a business loan for that. However, they openly gave business loans to Asians at first. So they were giving business loans to people who didn't even care, who didn't live in or care about our community. He doesn't understand about anything about the community, about how it was done that way on purpose. Okay, and then is going to blame single baby mothers for the downfall of everything, but there are systematic things that are going on that made these places the way they are. Don't even know nothing up here. Ugh.
Hey y'all.
Sorry, I land. I was disgusted. I didn't land very well. I land.
This is Betty. I've just been hearing nonsense this week. First of all, I think it's hilarious that I just walked into like 3 different lives in the last 3 days of what's a masculine woman. But speaking on protection, some nonsense that I heard yesterday because Marky Mark put up a post, a background talking about a woman with no children and no husband doesn't deserve protection. And then some idiot came up on another live where a woman was having it talking about protection. And this man was like, well, there was a woman in Florida during the hurricane and she was elderly and she didn't have any kids or a husband. And it's not my job to protect her. Who's going to protect her? And I said, the woman will. Simple.
I know that enraged
the woman in the panel, huh?
I put him in a rage when you said that.
Yeah, like the women in the panel were like, I'll protect her. I'll go over there. I don't mind protecting her. And the men are just like, well, why should I protect her? Like he even went as far as to say, if I'm protecting a stranger, then she need to give me strange cootie cat. And I keep on telling these women, tell these men, so what? If they're like, stop begging these men for protection. Stop having, like, I love this. Women are the real leaders and protectors and providers. There you go. Stop begging these men for protection. Stop having these lives asking men why they won't protect us. Just be like, okay, cool. We'll protect ourselves.
We've
already been doing it
inside the house they live with.
Hold up, y'all.
Yeah.
Hold up, y'all. I gotta go. Anybody want to say something real quick? I got in the live, y'all.
All right, have a good day.
I'll be back here in a couple of hours.
Are you okay?
No, I got
See
not fine. I gotta take my son somewhere. If y'all here in a couple hours and nobody else wants, I'll come back. But I gotta go. No, it's good.
Hey, Betty.
Right.
I'm sorry.
All right, y'all.
Bye, y'all.
See you later.